In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make some super kick sweet ass shoes that are tie-dye.
Welcome to Nessa Make Stuff. Welcome to Nessa Make Stuff. Welcome to Nessa Make Stuff, where you can make stuff too.
This is Nessa Make Stuff coming at ya. I'm Nessa and I make stuff. On this channel, you can learn to make stuff too. I'm gonna be showing you how to make some super kick sweet ass shoes. So let's get into it. The first thing that you're gonna need for your sweet ass shoes is, of course, shoes. These are white canvas shoes and they're brand new, so they don't stink yet. Now, of course, when you want to tie-dye things, the first thing that you think of is to buy tie-dye. I picked up this tie-dye kit at Walmart for about $18. And I really like this one because it has lots of colors and it's small, so I wouldn't be wasting any of the extra dye. However, these tie-dye kits get messy and I prefer to do them in the backyard in the summertime. And it's not summer, it's March the 1st and it's cold. So I'm actually not using this method today. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you another method that you can do in your own kitchen and is not quite as messy. And this method is the permanent marker method. People usually recommend Sharpies, but I'm going to be testing a couple different brands of marker and sharing with you which ones I love the most. For the permanent marker method, you're also going to need alcohol. Lots and lots of alcohol to spread the ink, not for drinking. You don't need to be drunk for this. Don't drink rubbing alcohol kits, that's bad. This alcohol is strictly for crafting, and this is what it's going to make the permanent marker look like tie-dye. And that's it, folks. Those are all the supplies that you need. So we're gonna take our supplies and get started on our shoes. Let's go. We're all set to do our shoes. And here I have a old rag, and I'm going to use this to test my different pens and see what I like and which ones I want to put on my shoes. So if you are not sure about which brand or colors you want, find yourself an old cloth that is preferably white-ish so that you have the best idea of what's going to happen with your shoes. The three different kinds of markers I have here today are Sharpie markers and Bic intensity markers, as well as a few of these which are called Spectrum Noir. I'm not entirely sure where to get this brand. My cousin sent me these, so let's test out these Spectrum Noir markers first with the rubbing alcohol to see what kind of effect this makes. The other thing I have here is just like a little syringe-y thing. If you have any sort of a dropper or something, gives you a little bit more control over where you want to put the alcohol. The next thing that I'm going to try is actually getting the fabric wet first with the alcohol and then drawing on top of it with the permanent marker. I'm gonna do this for all three of my different marker brands and then decide which effect do I want to use on my shoes. The top row is the row where I drew with the marker first. The bottom row is the row where I made the fabric wet with alcohol first. There's absolutely no reason why I can't use all three brands on my shoes if that's what I want to do. I just wanted to test them first so that I knew what each of them would do with this project idea. While I wait for those to finish doing what they're doing, I'm going to take the laces off of my shoes so that I don't get any of the ink on these and I can have nice crisp white laces as well, or perhaps dye them a different color if that's what I decided to do later on. So the laces are going to come off. It looks to me like the Spectrum pens are the ones that spread the most, and the Sharpie pens have the most vibrant color, and the Bic Intensity pens seem to be somewhere in between both of them. So I have actually decided that it might be kind of cool to mix all of these effects. Also, the greens that I am choosing to use are slightly different shades from each of the brands, and that will add more variety to my tie-dye shoes. So for this project, I have decided to use all three. So now I'm ready to get started coloring my shoe, and I have no particular plans for how I want to do this other than just trying to make it kind of random and fun. Let's go. Now I'm going to give one of these Sharpie markers a try. And you can kind of see here that the shoe is a little bit wet from the rubbing alcohol still. So this might start to spread right away, but let's see what happens. Let's add some rubbing alcohol to that. See how these two colors blend much better when they were drawn together and then added alcohol afterwards? I really like that effect.
It didn't seem to make much difference on the test cloth, but on the shoes, when it's very saturated with alcohol, the markers don't seem to want to color quite as well. So I do recommend that you mostly color the dry canvas and let the saturated parts kind of dry up a bit before you come back and try to color over them.
I hope you really enjoyed today's video about how to make some kick sweet ass tie-dye shoes. And if you want to become a master maker just like me, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you can watch every video and become a master maker. And smash that like button if you enjoyed everything that I shared with you today. Don't forget to get out there and make stuff. Peace.
This has been Nessa Make Stuff. This has been Nessa Make Stuff. This has been Nessa Make Stuff. Now you go make stuff too.